Welcome back, Wildcats. I'm Dakota German, and you're watching the Wildcat Weekly. Last week, K-State Student Governing Association was all over campus for SGA Celebrates Week. We have a recap of the entire week in case you missed it, and you'll get to hear from one of the committee members who planned these events. They kicked off the week on Monday with SGA Celebrates 475 plus. Students could stop by the quad throughout the day to chart their organization.
Today we're celebrating the 475 clubs that we have on campus. It's supposed to be hosted by the University Allocation Committee, but it's hosted by student government as a whole. And we're just going around asking students to chalk whatever club they're involved in on the sidewalk so all the students can know what all clubs are available and know that SGA is here to support all of the clubs that are on campus. A lot of clubs come into us asking us to give them money so they can do events or promotions. There has been a big variety, all from athletic clubs to social clubs to academic clubs. We've seen from E-Club to Christian Challenge, fraternities such as Beta Sigma Psi, Theta Xi. We've also seen rowing club, volleyball, intramural sports. Anything you can think of, it's been chalked down on the floor.
The ground was completely colorful by the end of the day, and it was a great way to showcase all of the different ways to get involved on campus. On Tuesday, they continued the celebration, and this time the topic was diversity.
Today, SGA senators are together and large committee members, and we're just working on ways that we can promote diversity across campus by asking students how diversity means to them.
This week is SGA Celebrates Week, and so today, Tuesday, was SGA Celebrates Diversity.
We have a table with information about student government and how students can get involved. We also have a board over here at the end of the union where students can write what diversity means to them so that we can gather opinions for student government.
Tonight, this was the Diversity and Donuts event. It's a part of the SGA Celebrates Diversity Day that we had today, which is a part of the much larger SGA Celebrates. And so it's just looking at the different topics and the different things that SGA works with. So I'm a part of the Student Engagement Committee. And student engagement looks at how we can get feedback from students and then also communicate as a student government body to students and better our reach into the campus community.
Diversity is an exciting way to bring lots of different groups of people together from different cultures and organizations, and just uniting us for one cause here at K-State.
Hope that we gather together the information, that we figure out what are the topics that we can tackle as a student government body, and then maybe what are some of the feedback ideas that we can forward on to different organizations around campus that were specifically mentioned tonight or that could be good at addressing the different concerns about the students.
I think it's important to discuss diversity at K-State just because there are so many different types of people and people from all around the country and all around the world who come to K-State, so it's important to hear those voices that aren't heard every day.
With so many different types of people on campus, SGA works to represent all of our concerns and interests. They dedicated Wednesday to celebrating your voice. They set up a table in the union, and the students could stop by to share ideas and learn more about what SGA does.
So today was SGA Celebrates Your Voice, part of SGA Celebrates Week. We were just celebrating how students can voice their opinion and tell us about their concerns on campus, and then SGA can maybe work on that and figure out a way to solve those problems that they have or those concerns that they have on campus. SGA meets every week for Senate, and SGA senators represent the whole student body. So this was a way that the senators and other people involved in SGA could meet one-on-one with people and tell them about things that are going on in our student government and ways that, and figure out what they need so that we can help them. So every spring there are elections that are held. and each college has different representatives. So the bigger a college, the more representatives you have. And it kind of works just like our state and national government.
Thursday, members of SGA made themselves available to explain how we can get the most out of the privilege fees we pay every semester. They started out in the Union and they moved out to Bosco Plaza for a pep rally right before the Cats took on Baylor.
So today specifically we're celebrating the privilege fee that everyone pays, and it's $416.30 every semester, and that money goes to provide Lafine counseling services, the campus radio station, the Collegian, and right now there's still some that goes to athletics.
The booth inside was just to be transparent about our privilege fee and just showcase the dollars like broken down and where they all go towards. And then we moved out here because the game's later and we just wanted to get everybody excited for the game, just as we are excited for working the entire year for the students that we do.
KSTB is out here helping SGA with their SGA Celebrates Week, and today is a big pep rally in Bosco Plaza, so we're just here playing music. We have koozies and stickers and cups and stuff to give away, but campus is pretty excited today, so it's really fun just being out here. I think SGA is just an organization that serves so many students, and I really like that they're making an effort to get out in front of the student body, because I think they do a lot of service that students don't really know about.
The game later that night was close, but the Wildcats came up a little bit short. The final score is 31-24, but that doesn't stop K-State from being proud. On Friday, SGA helped celebrate K-State Proud, an organization that raises money for students to stay at K-State. SGA teamed up with K-State Proud for Slap a Senator. Students could donate $1 to pie an SGA senator in the face. Right after we show you what went down, you'll get to hear from one of the SGA chairs who helped the celebration week happen, so don't move.
Step right up! Donate $1 to K-State Proud and pie a senator in the face! Just $1 for endless fun!
The theme for today is SGA Celebrates Proud. So we're kind of focusing on the way that we interact with Proud, that we support Proud and they support us, and just kind of that relationship between the two. So we figured we'd come out here, help them with their booth, and then do pie a senator today for $1, and all the money goes to Proud. And so then today's kind of the final wrap-up day after the game, kind of like get it all purple and family-oriented. So we have a booth, again, back there with K-State Proud. We're just kind of helping them. There's a photo booth. I'm really proud of us this week, but we've done a really good job of kind of doing our marketing this week, getting our name out there, having flyers, and being more interactive this year. So I think it's gone really well. 1, 2, 3! I think that we're becoming more approachable as an SGA, as a student body. So. Today, I'm kind of in charge of the day today, so I'm excited to just interact with K-State Proud, work on that, and then also I'm excited for the pie senator. I think it's going to go really well.
I love K-State Proud.
Oh, that was a good one.
I'm here with Jack Ayers, the Vice Chair of the Student Engagement Committee of SGA, Student Governing Association. Jack, you guys had the SGA Celebrate Week last week. How did that go? What did you guys kind of do, and what activities did you plan out?
Yeah, so I thought it went really well. SGA Celebrates Week was to try to get students a little more involved in SGA and kind of make sure that all students on campus knew what SGA does and how it can help students and student organizations. I thought it went really well. A lot of the week was devoted to tabling at the Union, where we would ask students to come up and just honestly just kind of chat with the senators working at the booth about what their thoughts were regarding different things on campus, different things happening at Topeka, and how those interact. And I thought that we got some really good feedback from students. I think it's sometimes tough to kind of gauge that student response, but we definitely, I think, had some success there and left this week with a very large to-do list, I would say, that we're working on in committee of what do the students want to talk about, first of all, and how does SGA interact with those different requests.
Okay, so it's helping you make plans for the future, I see.
Definitely.
How exactly can those students get involved with SGA if they wanted to?
Yeah, so there's definitely ways to get formally involved with the Student Governing Association in the spring, and we're actually going to do an event in the spring where we will push and help students who want to run to be a senator or another position to do that, but definitely be a senator, which is an elected position, application to be an intern, to be an at-large committee member, or to be on the president's cabinet. I would also say that getting involved can definitely take on a different form when it comes to just reaching out to your senators or other SGA members and kind of letting them know that you want your voice to be heard, and here's what I want to talk about, here's things that I'm concerned about, here's my opinion, and things like that. I think the best way to do that would be to visit our website where you can find all the information and kind of specifically know who the best person to talk to regarding what your interest or what your concern is. So,
it seems like SGA has been a great experience for you. How exactly did you get involved in?
Yeah, SGA has been a great experience. I got involved. Always had an interest in high school, and when I got on campus as a freshman, I applied to be an intern, which essentially meant that I had the privileges and job of a senator without being able to vote. So, which is a little nerve-wracking at times, but that's okay. And learning how to kind of navigate SGA, different things that are unique about that, and learning kind of the way that K-State operates with student government is concerned.
All right, Jack. Well, that's all we got for you this week. Thanks for coming on our
Awesome.
show.
Thanks for having me.
Greek organizations make up a few of the 475 clubs that SGA celebrated last week. Alpha Gamma Delta is the newest sorority here on campus, and they recently held their first philanthropy event. I can't think of many things better than eating unlimited mac and cheese for a good cause.
So what's happening tonight is we have our first philanthropy event. It's Alpha Gamma's Mac and Cheese and Mac. So we're at Farmhouse. They graciously allowed us to come into their house and host this philanthropy event since we don't have a house. And we had some awesome donations from McAllister's and Houlihan's and Cox Brothers, and it's all you can eat unlimited mac and cheese. We have our foundation booth set up, and so we're just talking to them more about our philanthropy, which is the Alpha Gamma Delta Foundation. We support and raise awareness and education for diabetes, specifically the JDRF. What we did to prepare for this event is that we had a philanthropy chair. She came up with the idea. A couple different Alpha Game chapters throughout our sorority already kind of had the Alpha Game mac and cheese idea, and we really liked it. We wanted something new, so we came up with the idea, and then we kind of just worked down from there. And we started going to sponsorships, going to different businesses, hoping that they would come out and support us in our first philanthropy event. My favorite thing about the event so far is the amazing backing from the Greek community. As being like the newest house on campus, we were kind of worried about people turning up to our event because they might not know exactly who we are, what we're about, what kind of girls we have in our house. So it's also a way for us to raise awesome awareness for diabetes and for the campus, other houses, and the Manhattan community to really come and check out what Alpha Gamma Delta is about.
One of K-State's fraternities, Kappa Alpha Psi, drew in quite a crowd with their dance competition called Shimmy Like a Kappa. Our very own Megan Miller was there to show some of the moves, and maybe even some of her own.
The men of Kappa Alpha Psi are known for their shimmying, but tonight in Fielder Auditorium, they let the ladies take the stage to shimmy like a Kappa.
Tonight was Shimmy Like a Kappa. You know, we had a total of 5 teams, 3 rounds, about 3 minutes each round. The last round, they got an extra minute, to do what they wanted to do. And these girls came out was creative. I was really shocked. They were throwing some flips and, some up and down, synchronized. I was like, okay, I'm digging it. I like it. It was fun. Recently, it's like our first in about 4 or 5 years because we had some controversies, but we got past it. We actually got to do this for the first year in about 4 years, so we were pretty excited, and it was a good turnout. Actually, we spent about 3 to 4 weeks, each team, trying to get their routine down, each round, timing it, song, choosing the songs wisely and everything. And then we were pubbing it, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, word of mouth, and then it's our Kappa week. So actually we've been promoting it since this Sunday. So we actually just getting word of mouth, getting the flyers out. But Snapchat and Instagram helped us out a lot because a lot of people, gave us feedback on that.
We just kind of really wanted to make sure that the crowd had fun. So that's how we was with favorite songs and stuff. Shimmy Like a Kappa next year. Make sure y'all prepare for it, join it. It's really fun. It's really fun, I'm telling you.
It's a trademark. So when you see Shimmy, that's a Kappa. And the shoulders is what does it all. I ain't gonna do it for the camera, but the shoulders is what's get it off. So when you see the shoulders, that's a Kappa right there.
Well, that wraps it up for tonight's event, Shimmy Like a Kappa. Congratulations to the winners, Casey-Ago. Signing off for Wildcat Watch, I'm Megan Miller.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's episode. We'll be right back here next week to bring you the latest on campus events. Until then, signing off for the Wildcat Weekly, I'm Dakota German.